Okay, we are going to continue the chapter 7, pile foundation. Today we are going to talk about pile pile installation, the techniques or method to install pile in the ground. Okay, so that the fifth part of the chapter. So the pile installation will depend on type of pile itself. We discussed type of pile before, and and also the ground condition, soil condition. Is it soft ground, hard ground? Yeah. So if we take in case of if we deal with steel or timber or precast concrete pipe, usually this kind of pile they are installed in the ground using impact impact hammer or vibratory hammer. Okay. So we are going to talk first about these two installation method, means impact method and vibratory hammer. Then after that, we talk about other piling method, other pile installation method. So first with the impact driving, okay? So this is just, you have a heavy hammer or ram and you hit the pile with it, the pile head, and gradually the pile penetrate the ground, okay? So the hammer can be lifted by air or steam, hydraulic, diesel power, or it can be also lifted manually, okay? And this is just drawing to illustrate what I'm saying, okay? The two A and B are illustration of this impact driving. So the ram, the hammer is dropped on the pile head. This, for example, is like uh, using just a rope, cable, lifting the ram, lifting the hammer and dropping it on the pile head. But this one is kind of using a little bit like air or steam to lift the hammer and drop it. But anyway, the principle is same. Hitting the pile head with a heavy hammer and the pile penetrate gradually the ground. That's the impact driving. Okay. This is a photo of example of impact driving method. The pile. You see the hammer here. So it lifted up and dropped, or sometimes even pushed uh, to hit the pile head. Okay. And there are different mean of lifting the hammer. Okay, this is like diagram and this is a photo. So the impact driving is like simply like that. Then we go for vibratory hammer. The vibro hammer is used mainly preferably for piling near buildings. Okay, it was developed in Soviet Union and it's very effective in medium dense granular soil and for sheet pile. Okay, so that is the C here. How does it work? So you have counter rotating weight. You see these two weight, they are rotating. Okay, and by doing that, uh, they generate vertical sinusoidal force. Okay, and that force will drive the pile in the soil. Okay, there are some horizontal forces that are generated both sides, but these two they cancel each other. So the vertical force will push the pile down. Okay, this is a photo now. This is just a drawing illustration, but this is photo. You can see these two circle here, similar to this system, and just by small vibration, it push the pile in the ground. Okay, This vibro hammer and impact method, as we said, for steel pile, timber, and precast concrete. But these are not the only two installation method. We have also cast in place or board pile. Okay, then this is just you dig a hole. Okay, and maybe mainly cylindrical hole. Okay, but not always. In the ground, you pour your fresh concrete inside, and of course place reinforcement case that the board pipe case in place board concrete pipe. Okay, these are some examples. For example, this one is, you can see from outside that this one is cased. There is a case, but this one is not cased. So like that, you see the reinforcement is already in the hole, and then you pour concrete. Okay, this case is similar to this one. You can see the casing. I think we talked about this casing and cased and uncased board pipe. Anyway, another way to install pipe in the ground. So we have impact, vibro, and board pipe. Okay, so this kind of board pile, the drill shaft foundation are also in this category. We will come back on this later. And also we talked already about this continuous flight auger pile, also in this category, because you are digging the ground, making a hole, pouring concrete and adding some reinforcement case. Okay, all these are falling in this category. So now we have some situation where you have not very thin layer of hard soil. Maybe your soil ground profile is showing that there is a very uh, small distance that is hard on the path of the pipe. Okay, in the ground there is small layer. Okay, very thin layer in the ground that is hard. The rest maybe can be okay. So instead, because at the beginning we said the pile installation will depend on the soil type also. Okay, if the soil is hard, you have to come up with something that can break through the hard layer. That's why sometimes we use jetting. Okay, so this technique that is sometimes used in pile driving, uh, you need just to a high pressure water to break through like sand or gravel layer. Okay, you have soft soil, but somewhere in the ground there is a hard layer. This is example. You can see this pile. Around the pile, you can see the jet, the water jet. This high pressure water will just uh, uh, be used to break the soil and make it loose. Okay, so that the penetration of the pile can be easy. Okay, so the pipe uh, around 50 to 75 millimeter, small diameter pipes, you can see. Okay, and you send the water pressure to break the ground, make it soft. Okay, you can also sometimes use auger. Sorry, I didn't put any auger device here, but the flight the flight auger uh, piling method already show what auger look like. So you can partially use sometime auger and to pass through, for example, this kind of layer. Okay, to make the hole pass the hard ground, because the soil is too hard that just simple, easy driving is not effective to get the pile in. Okay, so we have several way of installing a pile in the ground. We have driving, can be the pile can be driven in the soil, or the pile can be just bored pile like this. Here, you don't make a hole at all. You don't need any ground preparation. You just put your pile at the surface and hit at the top, and the pile is penetrating. So when you do that, what happen exactly? You can imagine that the pile will push the ground to enter in the soil. While here, you make it easy for the pile because you are digging a hole. You make a place, remove soil before pouring concrete to make the foundation, make a pile. Okay, so you can already see the difference between these two. Okay, so these two ways, driven pile and bored pile, we can classify them in these two categories if we check. Okay, they have some different effect on the soil. Okay, the installation can cause lateral soil displacement depending on which method you are using. As I explained, you may guess already which method will cause lateral soil displacement. Okay, if you take for driven pile, for example, you will of course cause high displacement. Okay, and the displacement is even higher when the pile diameter is bigger. So you want to drive this pile. At the beginning, there is no space. There is no hole in the ground. So it means this whole volume of pile will be pushed. The soil will has to move, push laterally to make place so that we can insert this volume of pile. Okay. If you take board pile, this kind of pile, no displacement at all because you made it, you made a hole and just place the pile. Easy, right? If you take a H pile or open end pipe pile, there is of course displacement, but it's very low. The displacement is small compared to, for example, this one. This is volume pile. Okay. Same here. If you have closed end pile or precast like this one, timber pile, they will cause some displacement depending on the diameter. It can be medium to very high displacement. Okay. Okay, that's all for this part. Thank you very much for your time and see you next time.